Hello, everybody. Rob Cootie here. It is currently, uh, 10:55 and 25 seconds on June 4th, Friday. June 4th is Freelance Friday. As you know, each and every Friday we do our Freelance Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time live streamed to our YouTube channel and our Facebook page. Please join us as we discuss all things network marketing, the good, the bad, and yes, even the ugly. And yes, we mix in life events, world events, and world topics and things of that nature. You never know where we're going to go on Freelance Friday. It's the reason why it's one of the most popular topics that we have, and our programs, I should say, shows, whatever you want to call it. That is what we have. So we're going to be going live here very shortly. I'm not going to take up much of your time. So please join us, as I said, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you will, if you don't mind, please share our podcast, our platforms, our website, everything else with our fellow network marketers all across the globe. You can do that simply by sharing hashtag the MLM Solution. That's hashtag the MLM Solution. When you do that, you make the world a better place. You're sending out positive information that can affect someone in a massive way. It could turn their lives around, this information. And we are humbly flattered when you do that. If you will, go to our website, which you have been. I've been so impressed with the numbers, and the YouTube as well, and in the Facebook. And I must say, you guys are doing your part, and we're so grateful for that. But continue to help us beat the algorithm and to get in front of many more people across the globe simply by hitting a share button, a like button, making a comment on our social media platforms. And when you go to our website, where it is chock full of great information and products, if you will, please hit the share button there as well. Once again, we're growing and we're moving forward. We're grateful to you for that. Continue to help us, please, as we move forward to help you. All right. We are going to get started here in a few seconds. So I'm going to hop my butt off of here and let's get this show started.
Welcome to the MLM Solution Podcast Show, where you'll learn the facts and hear the truth about the network marketing industry. Here's your host, Rob Cootie.
All right, everybody. Welcome. It's Freelance Friday, and it's TJIF, whatever you want to call it. Thank God it's Friday. Everybody's getting ready for the weekend, and that's awesome. And as you know, we take each and every Friday as a segue, if you will, into the weekend by simply just relaxing, enjoying ourselves. We need a break from the subject matter that we cover each and every day. And Freelance Friday is a way for us to let our hair down as well. As you can see, our logos change, our intro has changed, our outro is going to be changing, and all this other stuff. There's a lot of great things coming on. And we're very happy about where we're going. We're happy about the results we've gotten. There's a lot of great changes coming down the road. And it's all because of you. We want to say thank you in advance for your attention to us, for you listening to us, following us. We are so flattered, humbled, and grateful. All of those terms apply. So with that being said, I want to say that on Monday, just so we get started, so you guys will know what's coming Monday, our subject for Monday's show, which is going to be podcast number 197, if I'm not mistaken. And my gosh, next week we'll be hitting the magical number 200. Anyway, Monday's subject, what do I do now? The first third. What do I do now? The first third. Guys, what that title means is when the first third doesn't work the way we have been saying, which happens every once in a while, just because we say it doesn't mean it's going to be so. What do? Do you panic? Do you say, oh my gosh, this doesn't work? What do you do? How do you handle that whole situation? Because how you handle it could have a massive impact on your business, your future, not only in this business, but in your life as well. So we're going to cover that, because we want to talk about the ugly and the bad. And if the first third doesn't work the way we talk about, we always talk about, hey, the one third, one third, one third. One third will do it now, a third will do it later, a third will never do it. Well, what happens if that first third doesn't take action right away? That happens every once in a while. We're going to tell you what you need to do and how to handle that whole situation, and so that you can get a positive result out of it. So don't miss Monday's show, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We stream live to our Facebook page and our YouTube channel. So there you go. All right, enough of that. Today is podcast episode number 56 on Freelance Friday. There you go on the ticker. We're very grateful that we've been able to do 56 episodes of this because we have a lot of fun with it as well. And as always, as you know, the MLM Solution, hashtag the MLM Solution is how you can find us across the web. Also, please visit our website, themlmsolution.net, themlmsolution.net. And if you will, give us a thumbs up if you like what you hear each and every day. If you understand the points we're making, we're grateful for that because it gives us instant feedback, positive feedback. Give us a thumbs down if we deserve a thumbs down. We're not opposed to that, and it doesn't bother us, and it doesn't hurt us. We don't go in the corner and suck our thumb like a lot of young people do nowadays when they get their feelings hurt. Oh, my gosh. We don't do that. We're adults. We have thick skin. We know that not everybody is going to believe or understand or agree with what we say or what we do, and that's okay. That's what makes the world go around. All right. So if you please share, like, and comment on our various social media platforms. Once again, we're grateful when you do because we know that you're taking time out of your day to interact with us, and we are so grateful for that. Also, subscribe to our YouTube channel, our Facebook page, and our other social media platforms. Okay. And while you're on YouTube, as you know, you can hit that little bell twice. And that way you'll get notified when we go live and we upload new content. We don't want you to miss one single episode. Think about it. We have 100 and as of today, as far as regular Monday through Thursday shows, we have 195, I believe, or 196 episodes. Can you believe that? And that's a lot to go through. And you pretty much have to know when you go to our platforms, you pretty much have to know what subject matter you're looking for, whether it's the threshold of profitability, whether it's building a successful business, whether it's working with leaders, whether it's whatever else may be. You pretty much have to know the subject matter that's there so that you can make sure you find what it is you're looking for out of that massive library of positive, great business building information. So there again, you want to make sure that when you go to our social media platforms that you are able to find what it is you're looking for, because we don't want you wasting your valuable time trying to hunt down the particular subject matter you're looking for. Of course, if you become a member of our site, you will have access to everything and it's categorized, and that way you can find what you're looking for right away, and that's an awesome bonus. We're going to be having a lot of the site, the members area, and everything's going through an upgrade. It's obviously there, but it's going through an upgrade. It's going to be easier to navigate. That's been one of the things that people have brought up. It's a lot, and we try not to overwhelm you guys. We only have relevant information on there, and a lot of people say, "Well, it's a lot," and we appreciate it if you would organize it a little bit better. And so that's what we're doing. We thought we had it organized, but evidently we did not. But that's okay. It's as you're building these things, you're so wrapped up in building it that sometimes you don't take time. You think, okay, yeah, this makes sense. And that doesn't make sense to other people. Like the wife tells me, it makes sense to you, but that doesn't mean it makes sense to everybody else. And that's true. I'm like, you know what? You're absolutely right. When she's right, she's right. So, and if you're a smart man, you say she's right. So with that being said, there's a lot of things going on behind the scenes that you guys are not aware of, as you know. And the one thing that hasn't had a lot of upgrading because it hasn't needed it is what not to do in network marketing. Our world famous what not to do in network marketing. Yes, it has brought all kinds of mixed emotions out there because it reveals a lot of things that people don't want you to know about. Why is that? Because they want you to join their business. And if you know this information, they're afraid that you will not join their business. You will not become a part of their growing empire. And you know what? You have a right to this information. When you have this type of information, when you have correct information, regardless of industry, you are empowered to make great decisions. Unfortunately, a lot of people make irrational, quick decisions that get them in trouble down the road. Don't let that happen to you. Take your time, step back a little bit, let your emotions settle down a little bit, and take the time to find out how this business works, what to avoid, what the problem areas are, how to overcome those problem areas, and how to avoid them altogether would be the best thing. But you're going to learn all that right here, because this is what not to do in network marketing. And guess what? The paragraphs are set up. Like I have one subject that may be on leads. And then in that one area, or that one section that addresses the lead subject, has what not to do. And it'll have a paragraph of what not to do regarding leads. And then immediately following that what not to do is what to do. And then there's a paragraph addressing what to do with leads. And then you have the audio files, which are real life examples that take those paragraphs, not only brings them to life, but raises the knowledge level for you to an even higher level. So you have a wonderful insight into the leads, and the different inputs give you caution, gives you a positive how to overcome that cautionary issue. And then the real life example gives you information saying, well, this is how it happened to me. This is what I did, blah, 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 blah. You cannot beat that. No one offers that. That is a one-of-a-kind product, and it addresses the good, the bad, and the ugly. And it would usually, and will be very soon, $197. And guess what? For the next 24 hours, you can get it for $47. The savings $150. Lifetime membership comes with bonuses. And when you read this information, you listen to the audio files, you watch the training videos, you become a focused business building machine. Who does not want to be that? Capable of great things in a relatively short period of time. Guys, this is reference material you can have in your library from now until the day you take your last breath, and it's going to be relevant because it's based on the truth. The truth never changes, right? The basics never change. Guys, that's what you have at your fingertips, reference material, as you know. And as you know, we also have on our website, if you go there, you'll look at the top, you'll see the links, and I'll have podcast replay page. And all you have to do is click that link, and you will be able to catch up with all the latest podcasts for that previous week. And you're going to get a free bonus as well, as we tell you all the time. Our bonuses, our forms, they do not have any shenanigans attached to them. In other words, when you go and fill out a form, guess what, guys? You do not have to worry about us trying to sell you through those emails, okay? Why? Because we don't like it happening to us, and we're not going to do that to you. We will send you additional emails. Well, chances are, because I write the emails and I don't like doing it, but we'll send you some other relevant free gifts, okay? That's what we'll do, but we will not try and sell you through those emails. We don't like it, and we're sure you don't either. All right, that being said, as you know, we're going to be looking for beta testers down the road on our lead site. If you want to become a beta tester, you want to see how the lead site works, you want to see the possibilities, the only way you can be selected as a beta tester is to be on the list, and you have to go to that URL right there, ineedleadsnow.net/beta, ineedleadsnow.net/beta. Guys, when you do that, guess what? You are going to get the free gift, I Need Leads Now ebook. And it is, once again, no shenanigans. When you fill out that form, it's nothing more than a link to the ebook. And here's the thing, you're going to be on the list. Doesn't guarantee that you're going to be selected, because we're not sure how many people we're going to need to test it. But obviously, we have to put a load on it. We have to check the security, the stability, the bandwidth, usage, all of that to make sure that everything is going to work. In other words, you guys are the test dummies, and we need a lot of test dummies in order to put a load on the server. If you want to be a part of that and to see what may be coming down the road and get excited about one-of-a-kind lead generation system, you can become a beta tester by simply filling out the form at that URL right there. All right, guys, that's enough of that. I just wanted to update everybody on everything. And boy, I tell you what, this past, yesterday was an exciting time. We have our little Shih Tzu called Sophie, and I don't know if I don't know where she is. She's usually right here with me, and usually that's an indication that something's up. Anyway, she had an issue yesterday, shaking like a leaf, heart racing, tail down, totally not her. She's a very independent, happy dog. And she's a little 8-pound Shih Tzu Yorkie mix, an adorable little thing. And anyway, had to rush her to the doctor, or one of our hospitals, animal hospitals. That they figured out pretty much what's going on. She has stones in her gallbladder, or her bladder. It wasn't her kidney. She did have kidney stones, and it's not uncommon. And so anyway, it was causing her to stress out, which was causing her heart to race and blah blah blah. And she wasn't eating, and $1,000. I had them run every test. I had them do X-rays, all right there. The hospital's fully equipped, and $1,000. The wife and I have spent almost $6,000 in the last 2.5 months on our 5 little doggies. Wow. That's all I can say. Wow. And I'm not complaining. I'm not bragging. I'm not showing off. It just goes to show how quickly life can turn on a dime. She was fine a couple of days ago. I did notice some small differences in her, but yesterday it became readily apparent that something was up. And so once again, you know what? Thank God that I've taken care of the financial part of my life, where we're able to do that and still be able to do the things we want to do and maintain life, or the lifestyle, whatever you want to call it. And of course, we're always talking about that because, guys, that's the kind of life you want to have. You want to be able to maintain your lifestyle, whatever it may be at this moment. And then you need to have extra money for emergencies, for trips, because you may have an emergency in another state regarding a family member and have to fly back. And not only do you have to maintain your home in whatever state you live in, but now you have expenses that are following you, whether you drive or fly to another state. You have to eat, you have to sleep in a hotel, whatever the case may be. You may have to rent a vehicle, you may have to put gas in that vehicle, et cetera, et cetera. The expenses can build up very quickly. So, if you use this business for nothing more than building a shield, a nest egg, whatever you want to call it, financially, then guess what? That is an awesome thing to do, okay? Because you may have a job that you enjoy, you may have a job that provides the income and lifestyle that you want, but it doesn't help you build up a nest egg. It's not paying you that well. And maybe on a part-time basis, you can build this business to help build up that nest egg, that emergency fund. I know a lot of people. I used to keep about $50,000 $30,000 to $50,000 in my checking account on a regular basis. I don't do that anymore. I used to carry large sums of money with me. I don't do that anymore. That's all dangerous. Word gets out. And so I quit doing that. I know people to this day. I have seen it myself. I have one friend. The last time I saw his checking account, because he's technically challenged, and he'll say, "Rob, I can't get it. The site to do this or that," and he'll be in his Charles Schwab account, and he'll be in his bank account, whatever, and he had $123,810 in his checking account. Now, who in the world needs $123,810 in their checking account? Okay, and he had millions in his Schwab account. All right, so that's neither here nor there with me. I'd be like, "Look, Mr. D, this is what's going on. This is this. This is that. This is the reason why your site's doing this. Quit pushing those buttons. Quit doing this," because he just clicks on buttons. I don't know why. And he'll get with me, and I have to straighten it out and get his printer hooked back up. And I finally had to hardwire his printer because he was driving me nuts with the wireless side, constantly disconnecting it. And so anyway, technically challenged. My wife's the same way. She can't even use a remote. How people get like that, I don't know. She messes the TV. She used to mess it up so bad, it would take me 5 or 10 minutes to figure out what in the world she had done. I had to reset everything. And I told her, I said, "You are banned from using technology." She used to have struggles with her phone, and I had to buy her a Google a desktop and a laptop. Okay. And I do not like supporting Google in any way, shape, or form. You know me, I give them the big double middle finger. I am not a fan of big tech at all, or big pharma. Don't get me started. But anyway, And I'm not a conspiracy theorist. My brother is more of a conspiracy theorist than I am, conspiracist than I am. And he always has been. But unfortunately, as much as I hate to admit it, the things that he's told me about over the years have actually ended up being true. I'd say 80-85% of the things he told me has ended up being accurate. And at the time, I thought he was full of crap. So obviously, he's got an insight into things that I don't. But being that I've worked for the government, been around for the government, and I know the attitude of the government, I will say that overall the government is not a machine that you want to trust. And it's not the government per se, it's the people that are in the government that have evil hearts and evil intentions and corrupt hearts and how would you say, corrupt hearts. I mean, they'll sell themselves the highest bidder. And they don't give a crap about the American people. Look, they look at us. Well, I'm not going to turn this into a political show, but look, they look at the masses as a way to make money off of us. They manipulate us with information. They keep us under control with information. And they know that they all can become rich. And that's the reason why money changes hands amongst the rich people and ideas. And they pass laws so that they can maintain control and keep the information away from you guys or us and make money off of you. I mean, it's the bottom line. And the reason the globalists do that is because they say, hey, look, we all work together. We can just sap these goofballs all across the world for every penny they got. Okay. And guys, you got to realize it's rules for me, rules not for me, but for thee. In other words, they're not going to live by the rules they pass. They don't give a crap. And they're going to do everything illegal they can because they know that the judges are as corrupt as they are. And the lawyers are as corrupt as they are. And so, you know what? They're like, I'm not going to get prosecuted. Poor Martha Stewart just pissed off the wrong people. Okay. What she did was nothing compared to what people do on a regular basis. Look at the hedge fund managers. Man, the things they do are illegal, unethical, and immoral. Okay. And they make millions, if not billions, off of things that are shady, to say the least. But when they get caught, they get a slap on the hand. But poor Martha Stewart just pissed off the wrong people. And unfortunately, the lawyers will, if they want to come after you, they'll make sure that they get in front of the right judge. Okay, because they know that the mindset of that judge. And they know that judge has taken bribes or had sex with other people that they shouldn't have sex with. And so they know that they can get the results they want with this particular judge. Okay. And if you think that doesn't happen, well, you know what? I got a planet that I can sell to you that got it's nothing but pure gold. All right. So I wish it wasn't true. Is it on a massive scale? I don't know, but I do know that unfortunately, over the last 5 years, a lot of things have been revealed that I only thought was a conspiracy. But unfortunately, these things do, in fact, happen. All you got to do is ask poor General Flynn. If it wasn't for his lawyer, I forget her name. Of course, she became real popular for a while. But anyway, Sidney Powell. Regardless of what you think of her, she really did a great job defending him and getting him out of that mess. Otherwise, he'd be in prison right now. And just look what that judge did. And they continue to harass that poor man and his family. And that's just a prime example of the corrupt DC system going after an innocent person. And so it's been proven that they framed that guy. Well, how many innocent people have been put in prison because of the DC swamp? And it is horrible. If you're not part of the swamp, man, you're in trouble. So, okay, enough of that crap. It was talking about the doggy and ended up over there. So she seems to be doing fine. She came back from I was there for about an hour and a half, 2 hours. I'm not really sure, but it was a little bit. That's actually quite quick. And so anyway, she came out there with the tail up and happy as a little puppy and bouncing around. And so I was tickled pink. And of course, we have her on medication. And she may have to go through a surgery to remove those stones. That's normal. That's routine. I prefer to them not to open up my dogs if I can help it. There is a diet, they say, that works as well. A lot of times, not every time. So we're going to try the diet first before we just jump into saying, yeah, go ahead and cut her open and take those things out. Now, if they block her urinary tract, then we got to do the surgery. So there could be a possibility. It could be another couple $1,000s worth of surgery here. So The saga continues. So, as I told you, Freelance Friday is all about talking about world events, political events, and life events for us individually. As you can tell, Marie is still out and about. I'm not going to tell you where she is. That's not my place. But she's traveling, and her and her husband are having a good time, I'm sure, and that's awesome. And we certainly miss her, and the show's not the same without her. And I've been talking to some other people about being a part of the show and part of the growth phase of this. I've got some other people that I'm going to be talking to in the near future, because we really want to start doing live events. And that's going to be down the road. Obviously, everything is in we have a plan. We have a well laid out plan. We've been following that plan. So far, so good. And, we don't want to put the cart before the horse. We got to make sure that we do our homework and we lay the foundation correctly. And that way we have this business built on a solid foundation to which we can expand. So we got a lot of great things down the road. I've been talking to some people in London. Let's see. What other parts of the world is it? Pakistan, I think India, Brazil, a lot of talented people that help make these things go. And so we've got a lot of things that are going on. I wanted to launch them all at the same time. And I don't mean the live events and all that, but I mean all the changes to the site and all the changes to the show and everything. But it just hasn't worked out that way. With all the life events I got going on with the animals and other things, I got a life like you guys, got to cut the grass, got to take care of the house, got to go to the grocery, got to go here, got to go there, got to do this, got to do that, visit with family. And I'm not making it sound like those are cumbersome things for me. I'm just saying that those are everyday things that I enjoy. Got to clean the car, wash the car. Got a couple of other things. Been shopping for a car, shopping for a home. I have other businesses that I run. As you can tell, I have a full day every day. I'm amazed that I'm able to get to sleep, but I force myself to go to bed because I'm the type of person, I'm aggressive. I want to get things done. And I'll stay up all hours of the night. I used to be able to do that when I was younger, but I cannot do that anymore. And so I have to be, time management and organizational skills are absolutely paramount in my life. And I have to make sure that I'm on top of it all the time. Otherwise, I'll get so far behind I won't be able to do anything. And that's not counting finances, investments and all of that. It's just, it's nonstop. It's nonstop. And of course, I have to take the dogs for a walk. I have to work out. I have to go to the doctors for my arm and other things. And I've been going to the dentist and I had to get a couple of crowns, which is really kind of surprising. I got one yesterday, which I was surprising. We didn't even discuss it, but we went in there and I trust him implicitly. They're really top notch. He's really great. But anyway, he said, well, yeah, we got to put a crown on that. Your tooth there is leaking. In other words, I used to have years ago, of course, I'm as old as Fred Flintstone. Years ago, we had those silver fillings. So I went and had all those removed because they're not good for you. They used them back in the day, but they're really not good, especially when they start leaking. And all fillings eventually shrink and teeth move and expand and contract, and then gaps develop, and then bacteria gets under the filling and starts a whole new erosion process. And so my fillings were getting old. They put those in a long time ago. And so I went to a doctor and said, we need to take all those out. And he said, you want to take all them out, even if they're good? And I said, yeah, because they're eventually, he said, well, you're right. Eventually they're going to need to be replaced. And he said, well, plus we don't use those anymore. We realize that those things are toxic and you don't need to have those in your mouth and blah, 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 blah. And of course, that wasn't what I wanted to hear. And I said, all right, well, we're going to do that. So over a course of, I think, 2 or 3 visits, we replaced the ones that I had and then put those in. Well, that was, oh my gosh, that was in the 90s. So we're talking, 30 years ago. And so, of course, the same thing is happening. Eventually, most of the things that work that I've had has been top notch, and have not had any issues. But I do have a couple of fillings that are starting to leak, as they call it. And like he told me, he said, "Well, Rob, I can't I can take that filling out, but I can't put anything in there because the filling has gotten so big because it was replaced before. And when you replace them, you have to go out beyond the edges so you can put a new filling in and smooth it out and this and that. He said, there's no more room left to put a new filling in there. He said, we just need to crown that. And he said, you don't want to lose that tooth because it's healthy. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just that there's no more room to put a new filling. I was like, crap. So that's the reason why I got a crown yesterday. He said, well, you got a couple more. And I was like, man, that sucks. I don't like doing that. I don't like doing that at all. He's really great. He's gentle and he's quick, efficient, effective. I feel great today. I didn't have a lot of pain yesterday, and I'm tickled pink. And of course, I have a temporary on until the lab brings back the new one. But that was not news I wanted to hear. But thank God it's not because of anything bad. I don't need any root canals or anything. It's nothing more than just a crown because the cavities, the fillings have gotten to a point where they can't be replaced. Who would have thought? I didn't know that. So there's another part of my life you wanted to know about, right? Maybe some of you guys have gone through that same thing. So once again, all of you have a full life too. Today's world is a crazy world that's full of stress and full of activities. And, the virus has certainly thrown a lot of curveball to everybody. I ran into someone the other day, a family member, I'm not going to say who, and they wear a mask everywhere all the time. I don't know if they wear it in their home, but I mean, they wear the mask. They are, they're over the top. And of course, you know me, I don't wear a mask. Now I've told you guys, I told you the truth. I've worn the mask maybe 30 times, 35. The wife and I were talking about the other day, guys, I have not. When I go in the hospital, I wear a mask. No questions asked. I wear the mask. There's certain companies that require entry. In order for you to go in, you have to wear a mask. Okay. If I have to get something in there, I wear the mask. If I used to go to that company on a regular basis, say maybe I went to that company 3 to 4 times a week, I only went 1 time a week because I wasn't going to support the mask mandate. Okay. But if I had to get something, I'd wear that mask at one time. If they're anti-American, they don't get my business anymore. I'm supporting local companies. I'll do an episode on what I'm talking about another time. But anyway, the point is that I support people that support America, people that are not supporting this craziness, this manipulation that our government is putting on everybody through this virus, which was released, which the wife and I talked about in November of last year or November of 2019. And you guys can say whatever you want. You don't know. You weren't here for the conversation. Our neighbors were. We talked to our neighbors about it. And all the things that we talked about in November and December of 2019 and January 2020 is now coming out that we were accurate. We're absolutely accurate. Because I was the one that started the whole conversation because I saw YouTube videos from certain parts of China. And they were not supposed to be able to get on the internet and post those videos. And those videos were taken down by the Chinese shortly after that. And I was able to see those videos. And at the time, I wasn't really sure what I was seeing and understood what was going on. But as time went along and December of 2019 rolled around and things started coming out and I was connecting the dots, I was telling the wife, oh, crap. There's some serious stuff going on. And I told her about the horseshoe bat. I told her about the documentation. Told her about the doctors that in the research, Wuhan lab, and that 230-something people flew out of Wuhan in 2019 trying to get away from that virus. I told them all that in December of 2019 and January 2020. And lo and behold, look how accurate I was. All right. Well, with that being said, guys, we've had enough. It's 35 minutes. And I need to get off of here. I have a lot of things to do today. It is Freelance Friday. It is the segue into the weekend, but Rob has a full schedule. And I need to get my butt in gear. I have very little downtime today, and I've got to make sure I maximize my time so that I can get things done. All right, guys, with that being said, I hope all of you have a great weekend. Hope you're safe. Please join us for Monday's show. As I said, as you know, Monday's subject, what do I do now? the first third. What happens when that first third doesn't work the way that we tell you it's supposed to work? We haven't covered that yet. We're going to do that on Monday. And as you will, please, as always, hashtag the MLM Solution, hashtag the MLM Solution. Please share that with our fellow network marketers across the globe when you run into them so they can have access to this wonderful information as well. You can help them become empowered so that they can access this wonderful business model to do great things for themselves and their family. You can be a part of that positive process by simply sharing, taking a few seconds to share. At the same time, visit our website and hit the share button as well. Give them access to that information and our website, if you will. And as always, give us a thumbs up, please, or a thumbs down if you like, whatever, when you go to our various social media platforms. And if you like what we're doing, comment. And if you will, share our social media platforms. Also subscribe. We appreciate it in advance. Thank you guys so much for everything. We are humbled once again. I can never say that enough. You guys are awesome. We have a show because of you. Okay. If nobody was accessing this information, if nobody was listening, obviously we wouldn't do it. We have better things to do. As you can tell, we both have busy lives, but we want to make a difference in this industry. And more importantly, we want to make a difference in your life. And we know that we do not want to go to our grave having this information and not sharing it with the people of the industry and the world. So with that being said, guys, I'm going to hop off here. God bless you. Take care. Be safe. Be careful. And we'll see you Monday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Take care.
Thank you for listening to the MLM Solution Podcast. For more info, visit our website, themlmsolution.net. Please follow us on the following platforms: Facebook, YouTube, etc. And share this podcast with our fellow network marketers around the world by hitting the share button on our various platforms.